The final day at the medical clinic started out just like any other. A line outside the Baptist compound, opening the doors, people running to the front of the line, getting their vitals checked, going through to hear about how to brush their teeth and hear the gospel, and then getting ultimately checked out by the doctors. What were some of the most important cases you saw?
One child who came early this morning who had very severe asthma. If he were back in the States, he probably would have been on his way via ambulance to the emergency room, if not the intensive care unit. We were able to keep him here for a couple of hours, treat his asthma, gave him some medication, and taught him how to use an inhaler, gave him probably 6-8 months worth of medication, and hopefully that'll make a big difference for him. We also saw another child who came in. Mom didn't know really how old she was. She didn't know how old the baby was. Grandma knew a little bit. The child was microcephalic, had a very small head, and obvious evidence of some brain damage, probably related to Mom's 2 days of very difficult labor. Christy, who's part of our team, is a physical therapist with Mary Free Bed Hospital in Grand Rapids, and she was able to we were able to function some splints for the child's hand and instruct them in some exercises. We were able to give them a beach ball so that Mom could do some physical therapy exercises at home. And I guess what really struck me is that I think we did some help for the baby, but the hope we gave to the mother and the grandmother, you could just see it in their faces. And then we all prayed together, and they just went out of here so thankful.
That's great. Well, we saw, I think, nearly 1,000 people. Isn't that amazing?
It's amazing.
Did you have any clue that that's what we would be?
I figured it would be about 100 a day.
Wow.
So
that's pretty amazing. Well, any last words? I mean, it's 4 days behind us.
I wish we were going to be here for another 4 weeks. It's been amazing. God really has blessed me, and I think blessed everybody who's been a part of the trip. The people of Guatemala are beautiful, and I just really have a love for them. When we were at the school this morning, my son Joel was sitting off to the side, and one of the Sutuil translators saw him kind of sitting alone and asked if he was sad. And I said, well, I don't think really sad. I told him in my broken Spanish that our hearts have been touched and our hearts are full of love for these people of Guatemala. And it's just difficult to express that. It's been an amazing week, and if anybody out there is ever considering doing something like this, don't hesitate, do it.
But the day was also filled with lots of kids on the compound, playing anything from soccer to basketball to just being kids. And then just hanging out, being able to show love to many of these kids who many are just kind of ignored. People were also exposed to the gospel. So be praying for those who were exposed to the gospel, that seeds were planted and that many will come to the saving knowledge of Jesus Christ. Reporting from Panama, Guatemala, Greg Yoder, Mission Network News.